Va bene, vado a parlare con la settice di calcio, gli dico già che lo mando.
Coppa Italia Primavera 2025-2026, Atalanta Juventus. Le formazioni ufficiali: Atalanta con il numero 22 Alessandro Anelli, numero 6 Gabriel Ramai, numero 10 Nicolò Artesani, numero 11 Nicolò Baldo, numero 15 Pietro Parmigiani, numero 23 Isaac Collins Isoa, numero 28 Mattia Arrigoni, numero 31 Marco Leandri, numero 33 Henry Camara, numero 37 Mattia Pedretti, numero 44 Javison Idele, A disposizione dell'allenatore Marco Zanchi, con numero 1 Edoardo Zanchi, con numero 7 Filippo Galafassi, con numero 9 Dion Zaccolli, con numero 13 Raul Gabriel Cogliacariu, con numero 14 Alessandro Rinaldi, con il numero 16 Gerard Ruiz, con il numero 19 Francesco Gasparello, con il numero 21 Davide Bono, con il numero 29 Mattia Liprandi, con il numero 30 Giovanni Percassi, con il numero 32 Samir Muise. Juventus, con il numero 40 Riccardo Radu, con il numero 3 Nicolò Rizzo, con il numero 4 Alfonso Montero, con il numero 6 Nicolò Milia, con il numero 11 Francesco Leone, con il numero 13 Francesco Verde, con il numero 14 Arman Durmisi, con il numero 21 Stefano Merola, con il numero 26 Josué Grelot, con il numero 28 Marco Tiozzo Paggio, con il numero 45 Gradi Macchiobò. A disposizione del tecnico Simone Paduin, con il numero 37 Raffaele Uli, con il numero 2 Leo Pamballi, con il numero 8 Enzo Keutgen, con il numero 9 Ivan Lopez, con il numero 22 Filippo Bellino, con il numero 25 Paolo Ceppi, con il numero 27 Destiny Elimogale, con il numero 29 Berit Borasio, con il numero 31 Luca Bracco, con il numero 34 Bolt Gilen, con il numero 51 Thomas Corigliano. Arbitra il match il signor Stefano Striamo, assistente 1 Francesco Roccanello, assistente 2 Luigi Ferraro, quarto uomo Francesco Aloise.
Very warm welcome to all our viewers from the historic Arena Civica Gianni Brera here in the heart of Milan. I'm Björk Reiter, and it's an absolute privilege to bring you the final act of the Coppa Italia Primavera. Tonight is more than just a match, it is a showcase for the future of Italian football, a future that is much needed to be shown to the whole world. In an era where the national movement is desperately seeking a new generational talent, a new generation of talents. The clash between Atalanta and Juventus represents the gold standard of youth development in our country. On one side, the della Academy, legendary talent factory, has consistently fueled Serie A and the Azzurra for decades. On the other, the next-gen philosophy of the Bianconeri, the images of the Arena Civica Gianni Brera, just like I said, in the heart of Milan. Very, very close to the Duomo or the famous Castello Sforzesco. In the past, AC Milan has played many, many matches of their history here. Nowadays, it is the theatre of the Coppa Italia Primavera final last year too. Everybody remembers the final between Cagliari and Milan, with the Sardi winning 3-0. The coach Pisacane. Today it's the coach of Cagliari's first squad, from Bergamo, from Torino, from Lombardia, from all over the country. The support for a youth sector, that of Atalanta and Juventus, both seeking for trophy. It's not been the best campaign in the league for both teams, but they concentrated, they focused their energies in this competition, which gives you trophy, which gives you hope for the future, which gives you the possibility to showcase all these talents. I will be lucky enough in this wonderful and ancient theatre of Milan will have this game between Atalanta and Juventus, and this is the maximum price. Last year it was the Cagliari team raising it high in the sky, the Coppa Italia Primavera. Just like last year at the Arena Civica, it was free admission in the stadium in Milan. Everyone interested in the game could enter with no ticket. And this is great news because it offers the possibility, especially to younger generations, as we can see in the standings. A lot of young generations filling up the stands. For the game. The music, the anthem of the Lega Serie A, accompanying all the players to the pitch. The pressure on these young players today will fight for a trophy. Beautiful images of the Giovanni Brera in Milano. Generosa, the anthem of Italian football, in every Serie A match, in every national important competition is heard in the stadium. All the players ready to give battle in this wonderful theatre. Today becomes the theatre of dreams for Simone Padoin and Giovanni Bossi. Atalanta's coach Giovanni Bossi was suspended in the last game of Coppa Italia. So today their coach will be Marco Zanchi, the second coach. The captains is Ramai and Verde, both centre-backs, very young, but have shown leadership in this season. Stefano Striano will be the referee for this game. And these are the formations. 3-4-2-1 for Atalanta, with Anelli, Parmigiani, Ramai and Isoa, the three-back. In midfield, from left to right, with Arrigoni, Pedretti, Leandri and Itele, Artesani and Balzo, giving a helping hand to Camara. Eyes on the number 11. He has had crazy numbers in the season. Balzo, a product of Atalanta. This has been his best season last year, playing 42 games, scoring only 5 and assisting only 2. Just saying only because with 10 matches played less than last year this season, he has scored 18. He's been having a great season. Nicolo Balzo, 19 years old, born 20 October 2006. So once again, greetings from the Giovanni Brera in Milan. I'm Björk Reiter, and it's a privilege to be commentating the final of this Coppa Italia Primavera. Everybody's ready for this game. You can hear the Atalanta support section, the Curva, traveling all the way from Bergamo for this game. The referee is checking the last details. Stefano Striano, the referee. And a last look at the benches. And it starts. We've been seeing this start from a very, very famous team. PSG starts the games this way, letting everybody understand their intentions. Is this Juventus' intention today, attacking from the first minute? We'll see. First attempt from distance and the first save from Anelli. An easy catch for him, but it's a declaration of intentions by Juventus and Padoin's side, starting already to shoot and already to play the ball, only advancing Itele. Great movement from Merola, who's been having a great season too. 6 goals, 6 assists in the campionato Primavera, the Serie A, for young players. Itele, and the attempt, it's the first chance of this game. Makiobo tried with his left foot to follow it home. Anelli following. Will play just seconds in. Juventus having a chance. When it comes to the standings in the league, Atalanta still playing for a playoff spot, playoff contention. Yeah, they have a chance. This ball in the middle deflected. Corner kick, Atalanta. Robertson Artesani. Set piece. In the middle, Gianni having a chance to follow it directly to the goal. So in Atalanta, Nicolo Artesani is one of those players that has already played professional football in his career. He's been playing in Serie C with Atalanta. U23. He's even scored his first professional goal last season. Just recovering this ball high. Counter attack, Bianconeri with Leone brought down. No foul, according to the referee. Still on the ground, number 11, Leone. On this player. Born in 2007. Juventus keeping an eye on him this season, scoring 1 goal, assisting 4 times, but always starting for Padoin's sides. Corner kick, Juventus. shortly. Ball stays low. Gets it out. Isoa Makiobo keeps playing. Gains another corner kick. Deflected by Itele. Chevison Itele. This season has played 17 games for Atalanta U23. That's why he was expected to start, but not sure if he was going to start. Obviously, when you have players that could be available for both Atalanta U23 and the Atalanta Primavera, which should be the U19, U21 side. He has played just 3 days ago against Catania. Punches it away, Anelli with Atalanta trying the counter-attack with Camara. Physically, some of these players are just incredible. Very, very athletic, very, very tall players. Some aspects of the game that in Italy is being evaluated a lot. Tries to change everything with this cross. Too optimistic, probably. Krell out. Did not reach for that. Belgian international. Both teams studying each other in the movements, with Juventus studying a little bit more aggressively the game. Turmishi, the Albanian superstar, top goal scorer for Juventus. Meanwhile, Atalanta having a chance. It's Leone. Balzo taking his time. Pointed at one which now is moving a lot close to the penalty area. Juventus slightly pushing back to defend this attack, especially when Baldo has got the ball. Crazy numbers, ball number 11. This pass. Offside called. It's Leandri with the movement. Great ball as always by Balzo. Try with his back heel. Balzo in this season, 17 goals scored, 7 assists. Even a goal scored in the youth league. He's been called up, still yet to make his debut with Atalanta Youth 23. He's been called up twice against Monopoli and Cerignola in March and April. And Sky Camara with this duel. Thought about shooting from distance. Itele wins this duel. Itele with the ball in the middle plate for Kamada. At the stage. Back together. Kill out. Belgian youngster. Losing possession of the ball. Giving away this throw-in for Atalanta. When it comes to the Coppa Italia Primavera history, it's a competition that's been played for over 50 years. Torino and Fiorentina, the two teams with most trophies raised to the sky. 8 titles for both teams, 8 Coppa Italia Primavera for both Torino and Fiorentina. When it comes to Atalanta, last time the youth sector won this trophy, it was back in 2003, the 2002-2003 season. This final is a chance for them to break a 2-decade drought. Rizzo and Balzo having a little discussion over there. And when it comes to Juventus, they have 4 titles. The last one, the one was in 2013. When it comes to the last encounter in Coppa Italia Primavera, it was last season in the quarterfinals. Juventus eliminated Atalanta in the quarterfinals on penalties after a 1-1 draw. And this is a massive rematch, if you want to think of it that way, for both these squads. This season, obviously, these two teams have faced each other in the league. Juventus winning that game 3 days before Christmas, 22nd December 2025, in the 17th match day of the league. Meanwhile, Atalanta recovering this ball with Itele. No foul according to the referee. Great movement by Artesani. Enters the area. Artesani does everything by its own. Goes solo, but then is blocked by Macchiobo and then Juventus. Still on the ground. And this see once again, Macchiobo. It was actually Grill out stopping Atalanta's attack, and Macchiobo on the ground. Problem on his left ankle. It was a tough tackle. Mastriano is letting play, and also Luigi De Siervo presenting the Liga Serie A. A very important day. It's not only that today, during the whole morning and afternoon, of the Coppa Italia Primavera, there's been a meeting called the youth system of Italian football that starts from this game with Atalanta attacking. Heads down, Kamada controlling the ball. Not the way he had to. Big chance for Atalanta, thrown away. But they still have it. Trying to bicycle it home. I see Zoa with this crazy idea. For those who don't know him, he's a defender, and he was just about to make magic with that. During the whole day, different important people of Italian football, personalities of Italian football have spoken that Juventus has a chance with Merola from distance. Tried with the right foot. Nothing out of it. Anelli just looks past the ball getting out of the pitch. As I was saying in the Arena Civica before the game, Alberto Ludi, which is sports director for Como, spoke about the youth system of Italian football. Como is really pushing in that sector with the academy, even though a lot of times the Como team gets accused of not using Italian players in the youth sector. 95% of the academy is made of Italian players, and they've been having important results in the youth sectors. Very, very close to winning the league in Primavera too. So next year, maybe, who knows, have a chance to even be here at the Arena Civica Gianni Brera in Milan. Today it's Atalanta and Juventus with Merola, one of the greatest talents that Juventus has to offer, constantly asking for movement. You can see how much a leader he is, the number 21. Very interesting to even hear the chat from distance. Slipping in and easy save for Anelli. As I was saying, it's very, very interesting to even hear players speak to each other during the game. Cameras for Juventus coach Luciano Spalletti. Obviously an important game for him to take in a look at the players that might even be called up for the main squad. Especially in the last games of the season. If Juventus in the next matches looks up that Champions League participation they have been hunting for the whole season, maybe there will be a chance for one of the players that are playing this final today to even have their Serie A debut. The stories that always make this game even more special. The last one being just this Monday with Cagliari winning 3-2 on Atalanta. Speaking of the Serie A, obviously. And surprisingly, Pisacane decides to just go from the first minute with Paul Mendy, born in 2007, so 19 years old, has been playing his whole season in Primavera. Not his debut with Cagliari, but decides to start from the first minute. Pisacane, and this youngster in 8 minutes scores a brace against Atalanta. Another important message that young players can make the difference in any situation. In Spain, they've been teaching to the whole world this is possible. Teams like Barcelona on Real Madrid and their youth sector filled with talents that are already playing Champions League matches. That's where Italian football needs and wants to head to. This is a great showcase. You can see how many supporters there are at the Arena Civica today. With organized support sections like the Atalanta one, but many Juventus clubs too, traveling from whole Lombardia and Piemonte to counter-attack Atalanta. Great ball recovered there by Baldo. Macchio trying to do something quite optimistic there. Captain Verde, Juventus that has slowed down a little bit the pace of this game. Started strong, but then Atalanta, physically, they are very strong. They have tall players, very fast players like Balzo, like Artesani and Camara. Three attackers that are really good defensively too. We've been seeing this during the whole season in Primavera too. When it comes to raising the pressure, trying to recover the ball high, it's a thing they can do. And putting the pressure to the opponents, just like in this case, Merola had no chance. Nothing he could do but just give the ball away. 22 minutes already flew by with Atalanta and Juventus still trying to get out of those great defenses that at the moment both teams have been built in. Still about to break these walls down. Out. Plays it to Macchiobo. Doesn't find Merola's movement. Needs to stop Atalanta's counter-attack. Parmigiani to Arrigoni. Artesani, lots of movement by the number 10 to more of a centre mid than a trequartista today. Italy. Great communication by these two players. The last touch, though, it's Macchiobo's ball recover. Italy, lots of energy by the 44. That's the reason why he keeps playing with the Atalanta U23, making his name well known in professional football too. Mendes' breakthrough with this chance created by Leone. He went solo, then cross offered by Chiozzo. It was a little bit late. Was touched by Itele. Itele and Macchiobo. It's a duo we keep seeing in this first half. Krell out. Juventus with a great play in the middle. Tries with the header, Merola. Could have gone for a different type of attempt. Quite unlucky here. Just keep going with this handball. Simone Patoin, Juventus coach. He's played with Juventus many years and even won some trophies. Just a couple, right? From 2022 to 2016 to 2016. Or from 2012 to 2016 has been at Juventus. So 4 seasons where Juventus always won the Scudetto. But also knows very well the other colors. Atalanta, he is a product of the youth sector of Atalanta. Played 5 seasons with them in Serie A, then Cagliari and Ascoli. Since 2021, back at Juventus with the first team, first just as a collaborator, then started his coaching career just 2 years ago. And now his first season as a coach for Juventus under 20, let's say, Primavera. As a player, last time Atalanta won this trophy, the Coppa Italia Primavera. Guess who also won it? Simone Patoin. He won it for them. So the last time Atalanta won this trophy, Patoin was their player 23 years ago. Again. Right. Tries with a movement, and Juventus gets the goal with Rizzo. Great attempt by the defender. Juventus opens the score after 27 minutes, and this is what it means for the Bianconeri. The whole squad celebrating together. Great strike by the number 3. Probably lucky to have the ball just there, just where he needed, with a lot of space and a lot of time, even though he immediately should, as soon as he saw that the ball was there, before even waiting for the pressure, he just placed it top bin. 1-0 Juventus after 28 minutes. It is Rizzo. Everybody were expecting Leone, Turmisci or Merola to strike first. But it is Rizzo. Quite a season for him. He's been called up by Juventus in Champions League, playing constantly with the Primavera sides. Not his first goal of the season, obviously. He's already scored 3 goals in the campionato Primavera against Inter back in September. Was his first goal, his first important goal of the season. But just days ago, this player, speaking of what a moment it is for him, Nicolo Rizzo, made his debut with Juventus Next Gen in Serie C in the 2-2 draw against Bra. Juventus Next Gen will face playoffs. Finished the league in 5th position. So they have even chances of fighting for the Serie B. That would be the first time in Italian football history. Atalanta trying to get back, to score, to strike back. After Juventus found the goal. Throw in for Atalanta. Tries from the right flank with this attack, even trying with Pedretti, the midfielder. Just felt a little bit absent in this first half. From the two curvas, not always kind words for the other team. It's part of football too. Macchiobo tries to sprint towards the goal. Blocked with no foul by captain Verde, that kicks the ball for himself and opens for Merola. Tries to do everything by his own. Merola, still Merola with the ball in the middle. Saved by Anelli. How close Juventus was to score in the second. Wow! Juventus went really, really close. I would like to see a replay of that. It was Verde recovering this ball, aggressive, not causing a foul. Then Merola with this great ball in the middle. What a save! Oh my God! The whole body was inside the goal, was over the line, but his glove was on the line, saved the ball on the line. Incredible save by Anelli. Obviously, there has been a check for this competition and how important this game is for Italian football too. How prestigious the Coppa Italia Primavera is. They are taking a look. They have the VAR review, a kind of VAR review today at the Gianni Brera in Milan. But that was incredible. It was Durmici with the movement, right movement of the striker, attacking the second post, attacking the far post. The header. Striano himself probably will take a look. He's waiting for further communication. If the ball went in, it's not a goal. That save was outrageous. Personally, I've been commentating a lot of games this year. Not only Primavera, but even Serie B, Coppa Italia, a lot of other leagues. I don't remember have witnessed a save like Anelli just did. That was incredible. Durmici was already celebrating. The whole body, his whole body was inside the goal. Only his hand was kept out of it. On the line. Incredible. keeps Atalanta alive. The keeper, Anelli. And now the Dea trying with Pedretti. Great movement, goes vertically. Isoa finds Itele on the right. Counter attack, Juventus with Merola. It's not the first time he goes solo. Stopped, no foul. Great tackle by Arrigoni, helped by Itele's pressure. Now Atalanta switching sides on the left flank. Parmigiani finds Arrigoni. Again Arrigoni. Then Ramai, the captain. Corner kick Atalanta, no, throw in. Montero didn't want to give it away. Is that name familiar to you, Montero? Yes, it is. Well, it's Paolo Montero's son. He's played for Juventus. For many, many years, the Uruguayan player and even coached Juventus next gen. Paolo Montero, Uruguay. Arrigoni. Juventus has pushed back the balance of their team to defend Atalanta's attack. Marco Tanchi in constant communication with Giovanni Posi. Deli. Isoa finds Pedretti and Parmigiani. Itele was in the middle for Camara. What a save by Radu. Radu responding to Anelli. I can make outrageous saves too. Camara was 100% sure he was about to score. He had the right tempo. He attacked the ball with the right aggression, diving in front of Rizzo. Atalanta's bench was already celebrating. Radu with the save. To Romanian Riccardo Radu. Saving the day. It says th game of the season for Riccardo Radu. He's been playing a lot in the Coppa Italia too. Primavera, he's not always the first choice, but in the last games he's been playing. He's been called up also in Serie A. As the third keeper in the Atalanta-Juventus game just some weeks ago. Now foul. Merola stops Itele. The tackle with Atalanta's side not being very happy. Hitele tries to go solo. Pass found in Grama. The captain. Switch sides to the other flank. Hitele trying to do everything by its own. Tries from distance, and the save by Radu this time was Arrigoni. Actually, distance stride was Baldo. Arrigoni recovered the ball. Baldo obviously trusted more than anybody else when it comes to attempting on goal. 17 scored in this season in Primavera. Ball going by Juventus this time. Milia not rushing. Padu inside, playing with their defense to Krell out. Mirola. Montero. Radu playing with the time. It will be super important for Juventus to reorganize their ideas for the second half. Being up by a goal at the moment, the man that decided all just passed the ball to the keeper. It was Nicolo Rizzo. First team has kept an eye on him in the last weeks, like they also did with Leone, and obviously are doing with Durmici. Again, Juventus, the breakthrough play, trying to find Durmici, left alone in this first half. Mirola, two men on him defending, tries to go solo in the middle. Krell out, and then Makiyobo, and a foul. Tried to dribble past Artesani, knowing that that could be the correct decision. Artesani was very, very close and had to tackle him. Still on the ground, Makiyobo. As the replay, great images. The drone that is capturing all these images today. These young Juventus supporters celebrating Rizzo's goal. Has to leave the pitch. Makiyobo. Mirola could be the one going directly for the goal from that position. Merola blocked. Again, Merola tries to volley it. Two minutes of added time before the end of this first half. At the moment, the trophy is heading to Turin. Macchiobo. Long touch. The second one getting the ball away, but Atalanta rushing too much to attack on the other side. Second time to lose the ball this way in a bunch of seconds, so Juventus can attack. This ball in the middle, trying to find Macchiobo and his movement. Seconds before both teams head back to the locker rooms to reorganize their ideas, to reorganize the tactical set for the second half, which is most important second half of their season. Atalanta obviously still have chances to play big games in this season. Juventus wanting that playoff spot. Atalanta right now has it. The match days still missing in the Primavera League. Idele. Close by Macchiobo. It's the last touch of this first half. It's Juventus leading 1-0 thanks to Nicolò Rizzo's great strike. Top in. Less than a second of reaction as soon as he saw the ball being there. He just smashed it home. It's Atalanta 0, Juventus 1. We'll be back in 15 minutes for the second half. Some frustration from the captain Ramai, heading back to the locker room with his team. A team talk will be super important for the second half. That Atalanta obviously want to recover, want to turn around. The Juventus on the other side know that they can play with the time, and they have the quality to make it two with some of their strikers. We'll be back just in a couple of minutes for this second half between Juventus and Atalanta, the Coppa Italia of Primavera. The images from the first half of this Coppa Italia Primavera final between Atalanta and the Juventus, with a 3-4-2-1 by both teams. Zanchi and Padoin, the coaches of this final, with Giovanni Bosi, their actual coach, suspended from the game after the red card he received in the last match. The first chance was Macchiobo's shot with his left foot tried only 2 minutes in the game. Juventus with another counter-attack with Merola tried from distance wide. With an Anelli that just had to be sure that that ball was not heading towards his goal. This one was an easy catch again from Anelli. Juventus in the first part of this first half, the better team, had a lot of chances, and this was the biggest one, converted into a goal with Rizzo, that waited the right moment, waited before going back to defend. He remained with the other attackers inside the box and smashed it home, the top bin. Then Juventus, great recover by Verde, solo run, could have made it to Juventus with this great ball by Merola trying to find Durmishi, and what a save Anelli just made. The only part of his body that was not in the net, in the goal, was actually his right hand, the glove that saved it all. Atalanta trying to get back with this big chance. Camara was pretty sure he was about to celebrate, but Radu said no. Both keepers did outstanding saves in this first half. And then again, Atalanta trying with Baldo, the MVP, from distance. It's an easy catch this time for Radu. The first half with a lot of emotions here at the Giovanni Brera in Milan. In a couple of minutes, we'll be back for the live action of the second half between Atalanta and Juventus. Back for the second half of this final of Coppa Italia. A lot of legends in the stands. Giorgio Chiellini, Claudio Marchisio, also Spalletti, Juventus coach, taking a look at the future of his team. Victory starts with Juventus leading by 1. It was Nicolò Rizzo's goal that is deciding the game. Leandri's match is over. It's number 32, Samir Moise. Just came in. And also Gerard Ruiz, he was about to start this game. Everybody was expecting him to start. But Bosi and Zanchi thought it was better to put him in the second half. Maybe they needed more energy. If that's the case. They are 1 goal down, so they obviously need to fight back. Strong cross in the middle, raises Montero higher than anybody else, takes the right tempo. Mirola forgetting the ball. Juventus with the counter attack, still Mirola. Earns a foul.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Esce il numero 28 Matteo Rigoni, entra il numero 16 della Ruiz, esce il numero 31 Marco Leandri, entra il numero 30.
Speaking of the stadium also making it official, the 2 changes, Leandri and Argoni leaving. It's Ruiz and Moise. High pressure with Atalanta having the biggest chance of their match probably with Moise. 2 minutes in. Radu recovers his position, gets back to the goal. Yeah, but Kyobo unable to put it. To keep it in. Ramai, corner kick Atalanta, straight in the ball. Moise tries to make confusion happen in the little box Radu followed very well trajectory of the ball before getting both hands on it. Makiobo. Leone. Milia. Rizzo loses the possession, and Atalanta has a counter-attack with Moise. He's entered the match very, very well. Wants the ball back, Moise directly shooting on goal, saved by Radu. Great impact into the second half by Samuel Moise. 19-year-old. He's already scored and assisted twice. 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 goal contributions in this first season for him, and even a goal in the Youth League. Most prestigious competition of youth leagues. Interesting player. The Spanish Gerard Ruiz Valdivia. His first season Atalanta last year. 2 goals, 2 assists for the Spaniards. Great talent. Juventus has a chance, create body movement by Durmishi. Gets the best out of that situation. Corner kick, Juventus. Goes solo in the middle. The header, and what a save! Then the ball. Great save again by Anelli. Montero so close to doubling the lead for Juventus. Once again, Montero. What a save by Anelli. For today, he has made him speak for himself in this match. Important teams are following this game for sure. What a day to make these crazy saves. Juventus still has a chance. Montero still close to the ball. Atalanta could have had a counter-attack here, but Cristiano preferred blowing the whistle. It's been a long drought, even in the best years of the ownership with the Agnelli and the 8 consecutive Scudettos won 2012 to 2020. The last trophy raised to the sky was the Viareggio Cup. Back in 2016. Before that, the Super Coppa won in 2014 and the Coppa in 2013. Giotto. Keeps the ball for himself a little bit too much and gets Atalanta another chance with Moise. Ruiz finds Parmigiani. The last time Juventus won this trophy, the Coppa Italia Primavera. Two players that made history, and now Atalanta. Who else than Baldo? From one goal to the other, from one ball to the other. Great ball in the middle by Ramai. Raises high to the sky, Baldo. Almost smashing it home, Nicolo Baldo. Nothing Radu could do there. Helped by the bar. I was saying last time Juventus was in this position, the position to win the Coppa Italia. Rugani and Audero were the two players that won that trophy with Juventus. It's been the players who made it. It's always difficult. Kind word exchanged between Camara and Makiobo there. Great way to intervene there. High pressure by Giotto. Ruiz. Not afraid to play with pressure. The high pressure that Giotto created. Find a way to pass it back to Anelli. Not rushing these attacks in the first half. In the last minutes of the first half, especially, we saw them rushing towards Juventus' goal, but it was a negative way of getting to a positive play. Every time they tried to rush it up a little bit, they lost the ball, creating a dangerous situation for Juventus. Something more than half an hour before the end of this game. Juventus needs to resist. But why not try to score the second goal, which would mean getting closer and closer to that trophy. Hard one to keep in. Baldo does. Pedretti goes the ball that he lost. Pedretti, Baldo, still Atalanta with a chance. Ruiz gives away the ball. Juventus with the counter attack. Great chance now for Juventus. It's Montero, the defender, plays it perfectly for Durmishi. Durmishi with the finds. Touch was on the ball. Villarena complaining about a penalty, probably. Durmishi seems not to be complaining in that case. Giovanni Pozzi. A special position. Not sure if he's liking it or he wanted to be close to his young players for this important game, but he was suspended in the last match against Hellas Verona. Atalanta won it after the penalty kicks. Atalanta is pushing from distance. Tried. This time it was Ruiz, the Spaniard. It's kind of changed this game. Together with Moise. With Tiozzo, tries to go solo. Tiozzo takes a look. No space now, but the ball is very, very good for Durmishi. How did he miss that? The Albanian striker in front of the goal during this season has been a killer during the whole season. Tried to volley, tried to smash, but didn't hit the goal directly. He hit it, he hit the ball, trying to get the goalie out of the position to save it once again. Match point missed, my opinion, here for Juventus. Atalanta keeps pushing to get that ball back, the high pressure, but then it's Juventus having the biggest chances of this second half. We've had two bars hit it. First by Montero, then by Baldi. Then Ruiz trying some shots from distance, but the biggest chance. And I hope the replay will get back to us to show us how close Durmishi was to that goal. 3 changes about to be made by Juventus. One of them should be Keogin. Was supposed to start the game. Once again, Durmishi. Wow. Probably he got too close to the ball too. So it's Borazio, Eli Mogale, Kilkin, Leone Makiobo leaving the pitch. So Merola, their superstar in the first half, he was one of the best. In this second half, we've seen him kind of out of position and maybe too tired to continue the game. He seems kind of disappointed. He could have done more.
Per la Juventus esce con il numero 11 Francesco Leone, entra con il numero 2 Leo Bambani nel bingo.
Already has a chance here, grill out.
Entra con il numero 8 Enzo Chiette.
Eli Mogale tried.
Il numero 45 Gradi Mattiobo, entra con il numero 27 Destiny Eli Mogale.
It's Bambali, Kilgen and Eli Mogale. Triple substitution for Juventus, trying that energy that they need, and immediately they get it, getting really close to the second goal with grill out, served again by Eli Mogale. Has entered this game very, very well, number 27, corner kick Juventus. Strong header. Surged by this ball. Mains in. It's Montero. He's been attacking spaces, especially offensively. Trying to be like his father, very aggressive when he played for Juventus. And then Durmici has the chance to close this game. Wow. Once again, he misses. He cannot believe his eyes. He's had the ball to kill it. And probably in the bench, his teammates not believing their eyes too, as they've been used to him winning games for them. In the Coppa Italia, it was him that brought this team to the final, defeating Parma with the winner in the last second of the game. The keeper was beaten.
Nicolò Artesani entra con il numero 7 Filippo Calafassi, esce con il numero 37 Mattia Pedretti, entra con il numero 19 Francesco Gasparello.
Gasparello entering the pitch. Pedretti's game over. Non so Artesani. Living for Filippo Galafassi, 19-year-old, yet to score his first goal of the season. Kilkin. Supposed to start this game, number 8. Milia was preferred in the last second. Juventus players calling for a penalty here. Will be some work at the monitor. Around Milia for this clash. Gasparello, 19, knows very well he didn't have a touch of the ball. Went directly on Melia's left ankle. Luca Percassi. Makes the Simonelli, one of the very, very important people of Italian football, having a look at the future of Italian football. Mokali. Great collaboration with della. In these last 5 minutes we've seen the 27 and 26 playing really close to each other, causing trouble on that left flank. And then Bambali, Trizzo kind of out of position, but it's what Padoin is asking now. Only Montero in verde. Even their position, high pressure on Radu by Baldo. Turmishi, strong tackle, and a yellow card. One of the fewest of this game. I haven't seen any. It's Parmigiani. Milia. Great play, really Mogali. Out. Try to earn this corner kick. He didn't. Just playing with the time now. Less than 20 minutes. And it's very close to score in the second. To watch again what just happened, because for a moment we didn't have the images coming from the Arena Civica. But Juventus, once again, this time with Bambali, went very close to scoring. I would say for the fourth time in this match, the second goal. Parmigiani, the only booked player of this game at the moment. Gasparello finds Ruiz, and Ramai, the defender, has been playing in the left flank attacking in this second half. He got great ball in, finding Baldo's head. And Baldo smashing the bar with it. There's been a tough contact and a yellow card for Moise. Ball was far away from Montero and Moise. Here we have the replay of a great ball in. Krilaut was about to make it too. Pity not commenting that. Part of the staff of Allegri too today here. AC Milan representation in the stands. And Corradi. The last couple of years, thanks to the promotion of Lega Serie A, this game keeps getting always more important. It's like a season finale, and then Ezio Seminari, the president of the Lega Serie A, obviously he couldn't miss such an important meeting, such an important game. Moise, still on the left for Ruiz. Radu tried keeping that ball in. It's already out, corner kick, Atalanta. Ball in the middle, getting close to Radu's area this time. Second attempt. Ball kept low by Ruiz. No danger for Radu. Takes all the time he needs to control the ball with both his gloves. Babali still to make an impact on the left flank. Goes solo with this ball, and Eli Mogale with the movement. Camara has been completely stopped by, especially by Verde and Montero, I would say. Number 13 and number 4 have been dealing with Atalanta's number 33, Camara. Atalanta's medal stuff in for Idele. That would be bad news for Atalanta's U23 stuff too. For the playoffs, it's a very important player. Atalanta now. Last change of this second half with
sostituzione per l'Atalanta, esce con il numero 44
Italy,
entra con il numero 21
probably tougher than it seems. His injury is still on the ground. It's a muscular one, you could see it. And to take his spot, Davide Bono. Getting 19 this year, Davide Bono. Next month, he scored 3 goals in the season, 22 matches played, combined with Atalanta's youth league team and the Primavera one, which is obviously always the same team, but it has to have some changes. All the under 23 players can play, some of them can. It's a UEFA competition, as always, has its own rules. Gasparello tries from distance, blocked by Keutgen. Less than 10 before the end of the game, plus some minutes of added time. We've seen a lot of football being played, and the referee has not stopped the game too many times in this encounter. Now Atalanta has the chance. Ball still there, available, and what a save by Raju on Gasparello's attempt. So close Atalanta was. Struggled to put it down at first, but still got an important attempt at the goal. Strong cross again, Juventus side on this particular. They seem unbeatable, the set pieces. Once again, Gasparello. 3 players were pressing on him. Milia. Especially, and there's a foul now caused by Elmo Gali. He was pulling 2 shirts at a time. That's something. Hard one directly goes for Wells and Paldo. Juventus now has a chance with Elmo Gali. Wanted to pass it to Durmishi with a crazy overhead pass. Now pushing Bono on the left flank, earns once again. Corner kick. '85th minute. Ball stays low. Sparello had a big chance just 3 minutes ago. Ruiz again. Ruiz. Not perfect. Radu gets fouled. And then still flash back to the ball. Camara causing the foul on the keeper. Also, Atalanta Primavera has been missing the Coppa Italia since 2002-2003 season, but a couple of years ago, 18-19 and 19-20, 2 years in a row, they won the whole thing. They won the whole league. 4 times winners of the Primavera League and also the Supercoppa back in 2021. Some great talents. Southern Italian football today. Different from Juventus. The last time they won the Viareggio Cup, which was one of the most important tournaments of youth football. It was back in 1993. Ramai tries to cause trouble on Radu, not the best cross by the Albanian defender. Gabriel Ramai has made his debut with the U21 side of Albania. It's not the only player who's been playing for Albania in this final. Another Albanian player is Arman Turmishi, 17 years of age, born in Slovenia. There's a change now for Juventus. They'll go back to speak about Chiozzo. Played a very positive game today, taking his spot. Filippo Bellino. Change available for Juventus. Probably keeping it to play a little bit with the seconds remains. Camara tries to bring this ball down. Throw in Atalanta. As I was saying, Turmishi, the striker that failed 2 big occasions today. Started his career in Slovenia, born in Slovenia, but from Albanian parents. As soon as the Albanian Federation called him, he immediately decided to accept the call-up for Turmishi. Last year was his debut with professional in the Prva Liga, which is the professional league of Slovenian football. Juventus actually followed him when he was playing for Koper. And it's not the only Turmishi with Bianconeri colours. His twin Dayan is also playing with Juventus. Still on the U17 youth program. Atalanta pushing in these last minutes. From distance, tried Davide Bono. Isoa fights with Durmishi. The Albanian recovers the ball, defends it, and plays a wonderful ball. Keeps the calm. Plays a wonderful ball for Grilau and Eli Mogale, playing close to each other. This time it's the right flank. It is Bellino causing a foul on Captain Ramai. Four minutes of added time. Juventus getting really close to the victory, and it's coming. That fifth substitution.
Sono stati concessi 4 minuti di recupero.
Durmishi leaving the pitch. The top scorer.
Sostituzione per la Juventus, esce il numero 14 Armand Durmisi, entra il numero 9 Ivan Lopez.
It's Ivan Lopez time. 4 goals, 2 assists, 27 matches for the number 9. Ivan Lopez Comillas. Another Spaniard. Debuted for the Spanish side, U29, U19, and also played for the same side of Alaves before Juventus went on him. For some fighting, Ivan Lopez. Probably those Paroin's order just to go in a fight. Not a literal one, obviously. We don't want to see that. No space for that in the football pitch. There's space for these beautiful skills by Grilau. This is the second half. He has showed his potential. 2 minutes away from raising the trophy. Juventus has a counter-attack this time with Eli Mogale. Eli Mogale goes solo. Eli Mogale again, and the save by Anelli. Atalanta still alive. What an impact by the number 27 in this match. Eli Mogale. But Atalanta has a chance now. As always, it's Baldo, the main character of this team, and when it comes to scoring goals, he's the one. Making Atalanta celebrate every time. He's had a great season. 24 goal contributions, 17 goals, 7 assists. Wants to make it 18. Domestic leagues. Less than a minute for Juventus. Can be crowned champions. Corner kick, Atalanta. Even the keeper, Anelli, went really close to hitting it. Still in front, and it's Atalanta scoring in injury time. 10 seconds before the end of the game. Isoa brings it back in. All to play for here at the Arena Civica. It's not over. Atalanta never dies. Juventus was ready to celebrate. Juventus was ready to be crowned champions. Isoa didn't think it was right. Isoa thought it was the right time to score and bring this to extra time. It's 1-1. It's 1-1 Atalanta. Higher than anybody else. Doesn't feel the pressure that Bambali put on him. Jumps as high as he could. The right amount of power. Nothing that Radu could do this time. It's Atalanta 1, Juventus 1. Seconds before the end of this match. Seconds before the referee Striano was about to blow the whistle. A cold, cold shower for Juventus. Unbelievable. And it's over. It's 1-1 between Atalanta and Juventus. Wow. Talking about a plot twist. Isoa from a defender to another. It was Rizzo in the first half with a screamer. And then Isoa, probably not even one of the best players of this game. We've seen Parmigiani and Ramai especially playing more up front. So we wasn't expecting to see Isoa there. Both teams ready. It's Padoin now has to choose the right words, because the team has had a cold shower and now they have their back against the wall. They had the chances to close this match, and who knows what Durmishi is thinking about the chances he had. Radu seemed pretty focused, and now in a couple of minutes we'll see who will win this trophy. Juventus was inches away from it, and you can see from the look in the eyes that nobody was expecting to be facing this kind of tension now, especially being that close to the trophy. The game, just like in the semi-finals, will be decided penalty kicks, so there will not be any extra time, added time. It was indeed the last second and the last chance Atalanta had to be back and to have the possibility to still raise this trophy high in the sky. It's going to be a difficult one for both teams, especially Juventus now, knowing how close they are. Somebody might step up with his legs shaken before taking the penalty kick. Penalty shootout will decide the winner of the Coppa Italia 2025-2026 season. Last year it was decided almost in the first half, I would say. Cagliari was dominating Milan, and in the end they won 3-0 with Pisacane being the coach this year. He's the coach for Cagliari's squads, the first squads. Moise taking the first penalty for Atalanta. Moise against Radu. Moise, perfect from the spot. Atalanta 1, Juventus 0. Decides to go full power, but still aiming for a top corner. Verde. The captain for Juventus stepping up. Feels like playing in Bergamo with the whole curva. Booing and whistling, and what a save by Anelli. Disappointment in Verde's face. But by the look of it, he was even getting his props to the keeper. Followed the movement very well, understood that he was about to open their right foot to his left corner. Now it's Atalanta for the first time being up by 1. Gasparello takes all the time he had the chance in the first half. In the second half, minutes before the end of the game. It was the 83rd minute with Gasparello stopped by Radu once, but not stopped this time, because Gasparello scores and Radu goes all the other way. Atalanta 2, Juventus 0. It's Lopez. Into the last 2 minutes, was ready just to raise high the cup. Misses from the spot. The hero of the day, it is Anelli. What a performance by Anelli. 17-year-old Alessandro Anelli. The outrageous save on Durmici on the first half. The incredible save on Montero's header. 2 penalties saved. And Atalanta getting closer and closer and closer to winning this trophy. With Balzo. Scores! Atalanta makes it 3. If Anelli saves yet another penalty or Juventus misses, it is game over. full confidence on his eyes. Eli Mogale will take this penalty kick. The Bianconero made great impact. It's Eli Mogale. Scores! Keeping Juventus still alive, but it's Atalanta's match point again, this time. It's Ruiz. Even Radu has had a great game with some great saves. Now it's time for him to step up on his penalty shots out too. But it's Atalanta winning the Coppa Italia thanks to the Spaniard Ruiz scoring the penalty, the decisive one. 4-1 Atalanta. What a dream for these players. Isoa is the hero of the day, scoring in the last second of the regular time. In injury time, 93rd minute. With his header, gives Atalanta the possibility to face these penalty kicks and to win them. The penalty shootout won by Latea. Final results, adding the 2 goals scored during the game. It's 5-2 Atalanta. They were perfect during the shootout, and everybody raising high to the sky before raising the trophy. Alessandro Anelli, the hero of the day, has been the hero during the match, has been the hero during the penalty shootout. And now the curva all the way from Bergamo, waiting for their young players to celebrate in front of them. All smiles, United cannot contain their happiness. Atalanta's supporters, after facing a tough defeat with the first squad in the Coppa Italia semi-final against Lazio, the semi-final, the penalty shootout this time gives to Atalanta what they were fighting for. We saw Durmishi, and the look in his eyes, he seemed lost because he had chances to bring it home. Not his day. Still the best player for Juventus in this season he has been, but today he has failed to be so, probably in the most important game. But that's the good thing about this game. That's the good thing about this youth sector with Atalanta and Juventus players. On one side, a team celebrating. On the other side, a team with their heads down, disappointed of their loss. They're very young, and this is just the beginning of their careers. It was still a great game with some great emotion and atmosphere. Radu seems desperate. He wanted to help the team during the penalty shootout. He really did during the game. The Atalanta players were perfect, and now even Giovanni Bozzi being raised high in the sky by his players and still have something to fight for. Beautiful images at the arena. The Curva all united with their team, with their future. And on the other side, in a couple of minutes, the celebration will start for Atalanta. Before that, even Juventus will have their silver medals. Grelau that had a big chance to at the very end. It's Atalanta winning the fourth trophy in this Coppa Italia. Hardwin probably thinking what he could have done better in this final. Juventus really tried it all and had big chances, but lucky for them, they had to deal with this monster. What a performance by Alessandro Anelli during the game and during the penalty shootout. MVP award for him today. The Future Awards 2026 by the Lega Serie A. The first trophy, a personal one. And on the other side we have Radu, the other goalkeeper. He's played a wonderful game, the Romanian keeper, obviously. It's the chance for many of these players to put their hands on a trophy for the first time in their career, and a big trophy like the Coppa Italia Primavera. And seeing it slip from their hands just seconds before the end of the match, it's something that made the difference. It was Isoa with the header, and it made the difference even on Juventus players' heads, because they faced the penalties with a lot of fear on their faces. This win, Atalanta makes it 4 titles, tying Juventus, which has 4 titles. Two teams will still face each other in the last match day of the regular season of the Primavera. Saturday, May 16. Torino to beat Juventus against Atalanta. Fighting for playoff spot. Juventus away from that post-season tension. 6 points away from them. Still possible thematically. 3 matches away. Atalanta, Bologna, Roma seem closer to that. Making objective.
Signore e signori, ha ora inizio la cerimonia di premiazione della Coppa Italia Primavera 2025-2026.
And now, the winning ceremony with the pasillo, they say it in Spanish. Lovely word to say. For Juventus, they arrived second in this competition, which still is something to celebrate. They arrived here by beating Inter and Frosinone. The trophy is colored black and blue, the Atalanta colors. Bergamo celebrating. The wonderful trophy of the Coppa Italia Primavera being displayed. President of the Lega Serie A.
Un ringraziamento agli ufficiali di gara della Coppa Italia Primavera 2025-2026, signor Striamo e i suoi collaboratori, signor Roccanello, Aloise e
the referee getting their medals to, getting their flowers to, officiating an important game. Young referees for the final of young football, young Italian football. Cristiano did a great job. Not blowing the whistle too much. Borderline situations. That's something that most Italian referees tend not to do, so not always blow the whistle. Now it's Juventus time to get their flowers to. Today it's a day of disappointment, but it's the first big disappointment of a long, long career. They will travel the world, they will travel all over Europe, playing different leagues, measuring themselves with the difficulties this sport gives you. And it's something that just can make them grow. Juventus youth sector, one of the most successful in Europe, so we have to put the heads up high for a great game they played. Went very, very close to bring the trophy home. That's why it hurts a little bit more than it should. The chances that Durmici had, the chances that Grelaud had. The bar hit by Montero, and the fact that everybody was on their feet, celebrating a win that seemed to be only 10 seconds away. Simone Paruin also getting his medal. Doing a great job with these young players. Obviously wanted to put the hands on a trophy, on what have been the first trophy of his career as a coach, but he's still learning, he's still very young, and is working with young players. And now Atalanta's time to celebrate the golden medals, the medals they will keep forever as winners of the Coppa Italia 2025-2026. It's all smiles on the Bergamo side. They seemed almost accepting the fact that the defeat was coming. There was no way of getting past that defense today. But he saw a defender knew very well on how to make a defender fail. Great movement. He seemed like a striker on that movement over there. The medal for Giovanni Bosi and today's coach, Marco Zanchi too. And Captain Ramai, the Albanian international, ready to raise up high this trophy. Ramai asking, where's the trophy? Where's the trophy? Should I go and take it? Is anybody bringing it here? They just want to raise it up high to the sky. Ramai goes and takes the trophy himself by the hands of Ezio Simonelli, and Atalanta are the winners of the Coppa Italia Primavera 2025-2026. The celebration of the Bergamo side with Captain Ramai raising up high the trophy, which is not only a trophy, it's the celebration of Italian football, it's the celebration of youth football, it's the celebration of what could be the future of our football. Great images as Ramai gives immediately the trophy to the one that solved it all, that got the possibility to Atalanta to face the penalty kicks, Isoa. The trophy has already been damaged. They were celebrating with too much energy, and now even Giovanni Bosi has the chance to raise it high. Ramai, immediately thinking about his supporters, runs up to them, to the curva, traveled all the way from Bergamo to Milan on a Wednesday afternoon to celebrate with the future, with the young sector. It's their trophy too. Beautiful images of a team that never stopped believing they could have won this game today. It's the end of this great broadcast game, celebration of Italian football that will raise up their heads in the upcoming years, and I'm sure about that. There's the love and the passion that people live and breathe in this country for the beautiful game will always defeat all the other bad things that surround Italian football in these last years. Today it's time for Atalanta to celebrate. I thank everybody who has been with us in this game. It has been a pleasure commentating this Coppa Italia final. Once again, thank you from Piotr Krajta in commentary. This was the Coppa Italia 2025-2026. Once again, congratulations to Atalanta. Thank you for being with us. See you next time.
Adesso qua si relaxa. Non lo facciamo.
No, esatto, però... Aspetta, madonna, basta lì.
Fatti andare in
Ce l'ho io la frusta del delegato.
Ma la casa, sono tutti dietro.
Io ho tutto impallato.
Ragazzi, venite qua che faccio vedere la medaglia. Vieni vicino. Fermo lì.
Tenero.
Grazie mille.
No, non mi faccio appare, sto impallato.
The final of the Coppa Italia Primavera between Atalanta and Juventus at the Arena Civica Gianni Brera in Milan. It's the maximum price for the seasons of these two teams. For Juventus, the postseason in the league is almost impossible. Atalanta will have a chance at that. But still, the immediate price, one of the biggest and most prestigious trophies you can win in Primavera is this one, and Juventus starts immediately very, very good the game with this goal scored by Rizzo. Biggest chance of their match. Rizzo, the defender, waits for the right ball, doesn't run back to defend. And Juventus eventually will have even the chance to make it 2. But with the most incredible save I've seen in months, Anelli keeps Atalanta alive. It's Merola with the ball, trying to find Durmishi. The right movement by the number 14. Saved on the line by Alessandro Anelli. That will be the hero of this game. But before that, Atalanta will try to score with Camara. This ball crossed in the middle. Camara steps up. It's saved by Ratu. And then Juventus in the second half to close the game with Montero yet again. Another incredible save by Anelli. Just what he needed so the ball could hit the bar. Then it's Atalanta hitting the bar with Baldo. Great cross by captain Ramai. Then Juventus with the biggest chance of the second half. It seemed almost impossible for Durmishi to miss it, but he did. Another great movement by Durmishi, but he forgets about the ball. Minutes later, it will be Krelaud having a big chance. Bambali inches away from pushing it in. Unable to score. Then Atalanta almost getting back to the game. Another great save by Radu. And Juventus, 1 minute before the end of the game, had the chance with Eli Mogale to bring it home. Saved by Anelli. Juventus was almost sure of bringing the trophy home, but with the last gasp, with the last cross, with the last possibility, Isoa smashes it in and brings the whole thing to the penalty shootout. The hero of the day is Anelli, saving the penalty on Verde. Atalanta scoring with Moise. Another save by the keeper. And then the match point on Ruiz's feet. Bringing it home for Atalanta. Winning the trophy. Winning the Coppa Italia 2025-2026 with a perfect penalty. Juventus could not believe their eyes. The way they lost this trophy, the way they lost the Coppa Italia after almost dominating for the whole game and being very close to the second goal. Atalanta at the very end wins it